It began with a single video, grainy, unsteady, yet powerful enough to set the internet ablaze. A few seconds of laughter, music, and then a kiss no one could ignore. Sam Heughan and Caitriona Balfe, side by side under the golden haze of what looked like an Outlander rap party. The crowd cheered, glasses clinked, someone shouted, "Just one for the fans." But this wasn't scripted. It wasn't part of a scene. It was real, or at least real enough to ignite a wildfire no one could put out. Within hours, the clip spread across Twitter, TikTok, and every corner of fandom. Millions of views, thousands of theories. Was that supposed to happen? One fan wrote, "That's not acting anymore," another replied. And just like that, a fleeting, possibly innocent moment became the headline heard around the world: Caitriona Balfe and Sam Heughan caught in scandalous kiss. Fans in shock. The timing couldn't have been worse. Caitriona was married, happily, or so everyone believed. Her husband, Tony McGill, had always preferred to stay out of the spotlight. But now, his silence echoed louder than ever. Paparazzi descended. Every outlet wanted answers. Was the marriage cracking? Had something happened on set? For millions who had lived and breathed Outlander, this wasn't just celebrity gossip, it was the collision of fantasy and reality. Sam and Caitriona had spent a decade playing one of television's most passionate couples. Their chemistry was magnetic, their laughter contagious. In interviews, they teased, shared knowing glances, finished each other's sentences. Fans joked their connection felt too real. Now, no one was laughing. The video appeared to come from a private cast celebration, a farewell after wrapping another grueling season. Someone in the crowd had filmed it, without consent. The night had been joyful, music, toasts, dancing, until that split-second moment changed everything. Reporters described the kiss as brief, but intimate. To some, it looked playful, a spontaneous tribute to years of friendship. To others, it was something far deeper, a window into emotions long hidden beneath professionalism and press smiles. By morning, speculation hit fever pitch. Blogs dissected every interview, every quote, every gaze. One headline screamed, "Was it ever just acting?" Insiders whispered that the clip had circulated privately for weeks. It wasn't supposed to leak, one crew member said. They were just celebrating. It got blown out of proportion. But fans weren't convinced. Some accused them of crossing boundaries, others defended them fiercely. "You can't fake that much love," one wrote. 10 years together does something to people. Then Caitriona vanished. No posts. No red carpets. A scheduled talk show appearance, cancelled for personal reasons. Her husband was seen alone in London, somber, no wedding ring. "He's heartbroken," a tabloid claimed. This broke the trust. Sam stayed silent. No statements. No clarifications. Just distant smiles and vague fitness posts. But the spark in his eyes, gone. And the quieter they stayed, the louder the world became. The kiss that broke the internet dominated headlines. Frame by frame breakdowns flooded YouTube. Body language experts claimed they saw truth in every glance. Then came the second image, a photo that rewrote everything. It wasn't new. It was from years ago, a behind-the-scenes shot of Sam brushing a stray hair from Caitriona's face, his hand tender against her cheek. Alone, it was nothing. Paired with the new clip, it was a revelation. Fans called it proof. The internet spun stories out of fragments. Reddit threads, TikToks, think pieces. Had the line between fiction and reality blurred years ago? While the world speculated, Caitriona said nothing. Her silence became its own language. Paparazzi camped outside her Dublin home. Headlines screamed, "Balfe avoids questions about Heughan kiss." Then one morning, her team released a statement, precise, cautious, emotionless. The recent video has been taken out of context. "Sam and I share a decade of friendship and mutual respect. What happened was a light-hearted moment among friends, nothing more. I ask for kindness and understanding." To the press, it was damage control. To fans, heartbreak. The tone was polished but cold, carrying what wasn't said, exhaustion, sadness, perhaps regret. Reports surfaced that Tony had temporarily moved out. Others claimed their marriage was at a breaking point. No one knew what to believe. Sam finally broke his silence at a fan convention in Edinburgh. Calm, composed, he smiled faintly. "I know there's been a lot of talk," he said. "Caitriona is one of my best friends. We've shared everything: laughter, exhaustion, years of rain and heartbreak on screen. That bond means the world to me. But please, don't mistake what you see for something it's not." He paused, eyes soft. "Maybe the magic of storytelling is that it makes you believe." The audience applauded, but beneath the grace, his words carried a melancholy finality. The press called it a masterclass in dignity. Yet whispers lingered. Crew members hinted at blurred boundaries. Fans debated truth versus illusion. Caitriona reappeared weeks later, at a charity gala, ringless. Photos spread instantly. Beneath the perfect smile, her eyes told another story. "You can fake smiles," one fan tweeted, "but not eyes." Time dulled the noise, but not the ache. Slowly, fans began to reflect rather than judge. They remembered the decade of devotion, the performances that had moved millions. On a quiet podcast, Caitriona finally spoke, not about the scandal, but about identity. "You give so much of yourself to a character that people forget where she ends and you begin," she said softly. "And sometimes, you forget it too." When asked if she still spoke to Sam, she smiled faintly. "Always. He's family." No bitterness, just quiet understanding. The storm faded into whispers. They returned to work, professional, composed, but something in their performances had shifted. A fragility lingered beneath the surface, a shadow of something once too real to name. That kiss, real, mistaken, or something in between, had rewritten everything. It blurred art and life, love and loyalty, performance and truth. And in the silence that followed, the world realized what every great love story eventually teaches, that sometimes, the most powerful confessions are never spoken at all. Months passed. The world moved on, as it always does, but echoes of that night lingered, in old interviews, fan edits, and the quiet spaces between the names. Sam continued filming abroad. Caitriona threw herself into new projects. Their paths no longer crossed, at least not publicly. Yet every once in a while, something small would stir the memory, a quote, a song, a fleeting mention. Then one evening, during a film festival in Edinburgh, a photo appeared online. A candid shot, blurred, almost accidental. Sam and Caitriona, standing by the exit after the event, speaking quietly. No cameras, no audience, just two familiar figures in the soft glow of streetlights. She was smiling. He was listening. No one knew what they said. No one needed to. The image spread across the internet in minutes, captioned with a single line, "Some stories never really end." And maybe, just maybe, this one hadn't either.